Hi, everybody. It's Elizabeth Suarez once again. And I wanted to take a couple of minutes of your time this afternoon to share and talk a little bit more about the recent blog I wrote that is now available at my negotiationunleashed.com website, as well as my Patreon page, Elizabeth Suarez, in which I address this dreadful topic about that hurtful no when we're always said to us no. And pre-COVID, I can tell you, many people would say to me, I am so tired of hearing no. Now, during and post-COVID, normally what we're hearing now, even more than ever, is that answer no, and we freeze. I can tell you, even myself, when somebody, a client of mine or somebody that I'm trying to get a hold of, and they basically say, no, Elizabeth, not interested. So I wrote this blog for all those no's that we have received. And the blog addresses 6 steps that you need to take in order to help you navigate that no. And it could be from casting a wide net to being patient, to being persistent, to becoming an expert in what your clients want, as well to see it as an opportunity and to also build your own business based on the answer no. And those are great steps. And I can see many people love those steps. But what I have noticed with my clients, what I've been working with lately, is the fact of implementing those 6 steps. They know about the steps, they want to go ahead and implement them, but they get stuck. A lot of it is the fear of rejection again. And another one is too many balls in the air and they really don't have time to implement. Well, I'm here to say to you what you need to do next when you hear that no. And it comes down to 2 basic questions that you need to ask. When somebody says no to you, this doesn't mean you say, okay, thank you, nice talking to you, see you next time. No. All the opposite. This means like, okay, well, thank you for letting me know, but I actually have a couple more questions for you to better understand and see how I can help you. Number 1, and I will ask this question, could you share the main reason for not accepting my offer? And you know what? Listen to that answer. The answer could be, you're too expensive, or I don't need your services right now. And if that is the answer, or you're too expensive, the next question is, well, what would it take in order to go from a no to a yes? What is it that you need to make that transition in using my services? You have now all of a sudden have amazing competitive intelligence information. You become a market research expert. And what I recommend for you is to keep track of this information that people are sharing with you. Write them down, vet them, analyze them, look at your product offerings and see what can you alter in your product offerings if you're interested in order to make that experience transformative for the potential client, that hopefully that client will go from no to yes. I know it sounds simple, these 2 questions, but these are 2 questions that we need to learn and memorize and ask them, because how business is going right now, yes are very limited, but no's are all over the place. So it's time to gather intel. It's time to reevaluate our offerings, vet what we have found out from all this information we're gathering. Because at the end of the day, what you need to realize is that it takes 5 to 20 touch points in order to make a sale. Let me repeat that again. 5 to 20 touch points in order to make a sale. The higher your product offering costs, the more touch points you're going to have. What does that mean? When you hear no for the first time, that's only 1 touch point. If you have a high scale product offering, you have 19 more to go. Hence the reason it's important that we all embrace no, that we accept the fact that no will be an answer that we will listen to at least multiple times a day. And that once we hear the no, we need to follow up with the 2 questions I mentioned to you, which are your next steps. And then from there, you follow up with basically all the information you gather, because your follow-up with the people that have said no to you is the most important thing you're going to do. You follow up with them and you share with them the information you have gathered from not only them, but from other people you have been talking to. I hope you find this easy to follow, 2 questions to ask approach good for you, that will help you in the future. If you need more, I encourage you to go to my website, negotiationunleashed.com. There, I have an assessment on what should be your next steps. Take that assessment, and it will help you figure out your next steps. Stay tuned. I will continue coming on live in order to answer your questions. I appreciate your following, and see you next time.